Alright, Shalom, my gentlemen. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruchah, Kudash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach the word on true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to title this lesson, It's the End of the World. That's the diagnosis. Pretty much, you can't come to no other conclusion that this is the end of the world, the end of this age, this system, so-called white man and his influence, and everything that comes with it, from thoughts and ideas. Yeah, that's going out the door now. People have to adjust because of this war. Prices going up, but it's only going to get worse. So, matter of fact, let's start off with this in the book of St. Matthew 24 and verse 3, and it reads, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?" It said, as you can see, it said the disciples came to him privately. See, really concerning the end of the world. The return of Yahweh Shai is a private matter. It's only for the elect. Those who was given unto the Lord, those are the only ones that actually know and really anticipate the return of Yahweh Shai and the end of this world. He also speaks about how the captive hasteneth. Talks about the captive hasteneth to be loosened, man. So it's only certain spirits that's in that zone. It says, "Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?" See? And Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, "Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." And that show you too. Just going back to the diagnosis, the symptoms. These are the things to look for. And as we can see, is at its climax. These things that we see. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows." So they show you, but some at the beginning is a climax to it. And the things that we're seeing is frequent. Matter of fact, let's get this in St. Luke 21. The things that's happening is not an every once in a while thing, every blue moon. The things that's happening on the earth is at a high rate. Because a nigga can scoff and say there's always been wars and famines and death, but not at this extent. So where you got apps tracking earthquakes, is an earthquake app. To hear about death and destruction is really the norm now. You will be shocked to hear about some peace or somebody making amends, especially in the time that we're in now. So this St. Luke 21 and 25 reasons, "There shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth the stress of nations." See? So you have the signs from the heavens. They just released, the Pentagon just released some shit concerning there's aliens, so-called. That's the angels. But that's all part of the signs in the heavens. You got the heavenly bodies that line up, the different moons, you got blood moons and eclipses, as well as the chariot signs. He said, and on the earth distress of nations. And we read the thing that causes that distress and anguish in St. Matthew 24. The pestilence and the famines and the wars. So all these things is really happening simultaneously at a high rate. It says, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. See? They're perplexed. These people are perplexed. They don't have an answer. Going back to the point of, these doctrines. People have to adjust now. Certain outlooks and ideas. Motherfucker had planned on vacation. Nigga wanted to go to Dubai this year. Best believe a nigga had booked some in January to go to Dubai. Guess what? He have to adjust now. Nigga probably can't get his money back. But it's only going to get worse on pushing the vacation back. It's going to get to the point people going to, their only focus is going to be what to eat. That's what ultimately going to come down to, and that's going to lead a lot of people to get that chip. See, this is all part of the signs of the end of the world, this digital system as well that's coming about. If that, you see the war is really here, really the only thing left is that chip to come before the war. So everything really is really here. What's that in Second 9? When he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past where I told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the heights will begin to visit the world which he made. So as we go on to the scriptures, and it's actually lining up with today's time. It's actually lining up with the current events. For an example, Ezekiel 38, concerning Russia being a guard unto the Persians, those Iranians. They're making sense now. Couldn't read it in 1942 and try to put that together. No, this is the time, where these things are about to unfold.